Let me say it clearly. Coloring books are not dead in 2026, but the lazy copy what's trending and hope strategy, yeah, this one's dead. In this video, I'll show you how to build a real coloring book business in 2026, not a one book gamble. You'll learn what actually sells now, when AI helps and when it hurts, how to publish faster without sacrificing quality, and the business system that makes this scalable. If you want to build a coloring business in 2026, you must stop thinking like a hobby publisher. Amazon doesn't pay you for effort. Amazon pays you when shoppers click, buy, and stay satisfied. And in 2026, two forces shape everything: speed, because production is easier than ever, and differentiation, because competition is everywhere. If you master both, you win. So let's break this down. Here's the truth about coloring books in 2026. People keep asking, is the coloring book niche saturated? And that question doesn't help. Here's the real truth. The niche is definitely crowded. The demand is still massive, and most books fail because they look identical. So coloring books are not dead. Average coloring books are dead. In 2026, you either produce books that feel premium or produce books that are uniquely positioned, or ideally, you do both. So why do most people fail in this industry? So most beginners follow the same path. They copy what big brands already sell. They rush out a book with inconsistent pages. They slap on ads. Then they panic when it doesn't convert. So here's what is really happening under the surface. They compete in the hardest lane. If you copy the biggest sellers, you fight for huge review modes, strong branding, high ad budgets, and customer trust that you don't have yet. So they mistake fast for good. Fast is great, don't get me wrong, but fast and sloppy will kill your reviews. They don't use ads like a life raft. Ads don't save weak products. What ads do instead is that they expose weak products. So where does AI fit into this all, and how can it actually destroy your business? So let's be honest. AI books sell in 2026. You can find AI books with solid ratings because customers care about experience, not ideology. Now, here's the rule: AI helps when you use it for concept generation, style consistency, rapid prototyping, cover variations, and also scalable workflows. But AI destroys you and your business when you start to generate random style page to page, when you start to ignore line weight consistency, when you leave weird hands, weird shapes, and ship without manual checking, and treat it like a print money button. In 2026, AI becomes a tool. It's not a business. It's not something that you can fully rely on. So, what is the only way to build a coloring book business in 2026? So, if you want the truth, you don't build a coloring book business by waiting for one perfect book. You go ahead and build it by publishing more books with a system that keeps production costs low, quality high, testing fast, and data driven decisions. Here's the winning model: you test, you identify winners, and you double down. So you publish multiple books per month if possible, not to spam, but to test. Because the marketplace decides, not your feelings, and definitely not your effort. Most books won't win, and that's normal. Your job here is to keep testing until you find the ones that do. So, what is the smart quality method that we're talking about? So, let's start with the sweet spot in 2026. You don't want, you know, dozens of hand-drawn projects that takes months, or cheap, rushed Canva AI chaos books that get poor reviews. You want smart premium. So here's the best workflow to follow, step by step. Step one, you're going to use AI to plan the book. So thinking about planning and brainstorming the theme, the audience, the difficulty level, the page variety plan, and the unique hook. Step two is to generate 5-page prototype. So before you create 30 to 50 pages, test out a mini set. Does it look cohesive? Is everything consistent? Does it feel premium? Would you buy it? Just put yourself in the position of the buyer. Step three is to lock style rules. So define line thickness, margins, composition style, complexity range, and theme consistency. Most of the negative reviews about coloring books is that there's a lack of consistency. There's issues with margins, and that's something that can be easily corrected. Step four is to scale production with touch-ups. So if you want premium quality, do 90 to 95% with AI, then touch up with light editing, or if you can afford an affordable illustrator. And this is how you keep costs low and output fast. I need you to also stop targeting out of your league niches. And this is not to belittle or anything like that, because many beginners, they jump straight into the one of the most competitive themes, and I'm not going to name any. That's like opening a tiny cafe next to Starbucks and wondering why nobody walks in. So in 2026, you need to play smarter. You need to choose themes where you can stand out quickly. You need to add a twist customers understand instantly. And you need to build a recognizable brand feel across your series. Instead of just copying, what is already working, you carve a lane for yourself, a signature style, a signature theme angle, and a recognizable cover system. And that is how brands grow. So here's the business rule that saves people thousands. And if you could get anything out of this video, it would be this: never spend money that isn't proportional to the risk. KDP is a third-party platform. Books fail, and that's normal. We'll get over it. So you must control the cost. What you will need to prioritize is tools that speed production. You need to prioritize systems, improve the quality. You need to be able to prioritize doing light touch-up, help when needed, and cover improvement as well. So here's 3 things that you need to avoid in 2026. Number 1, paying hundreds of book covers that you can design with AI and simple touch-ups and editing. You need to avoid investing huge money into your first books through ads, and you need to avoid betting everything on a hot niche. Build your reps first, then you'll start to scale. So what is the reality of ads at the moment? And people obsess over ads, but ads only work when your product deserves traffic. So I need you to start small, watch for conversion, scale only when data looks healthy, and turn off losers fast. Most beginners lose money because they advertise books that don't convert. They just keep it running. They hope for the best. Fix the production first, then ads become fuel, not fire. If you want a business, not just royalties, you need to build an audience asset. You can use QR codes in your books, offer a free printable, collect emails, create repeat buyers. Then what you go do is you repurpose your content. So taking that book, making Etsy digital downloads, printable backs, social content, seasonal bundles. Not only are you repurposing your content to, increase virality, but you're also creating multiple mini passive income streams for yourself and then looping it all together back to your KDP business. And that is how you stop relying on Amazon KDP alone. So the answer to the question, is the coloring book business dead in 2026? Absolutely no. But the old strategy is. So if you want to win, publish more books, test more ideas, build faster with AI the right way, and treat it as an asset. Also, I'll see you in the next video. We're going to talk about high demand coloring book concepts that are winners in 2026. Stay tuned. I'll see you in the next one. Have a great day.